you. Suzanne Muna, United member and housing activist with the Social Housing Action Campaign. I'd like to thank the Trades Council and everyone here for giving me time to speak today about the housing frontline. Across all housing tenures, we've seen a ruthless intensification of attempts to squeeze money from our members as the landlord class tries to recoup income lost during the last 2 years. Those on social rents, the only rents capped by government, saw rent increases of 4.1% at the beginning of this April. There's no cap at all on private landlords or those trapped in shared ownership, the shared ownership nightmare. Nor is there a cap on the amount that service charges can rise each year. A quarter of our members report that they were flat out unable to meet the April rent and service charge increases. Another 60% said that they had to cut back on other family essentials. And mainly what this means is that people are sinking further and further into unsustainable debt. The feedback from our members is a cry of despair with devastating levels of stress and worry over how they will manage. Only half of all social renters get state benefit to help with their rents. But where they do, these rises mean that landlords' coffers are being stuffed with taxpayers' money. Yet housing associations have a collective surplus of £4 billion. It is no longer the case that these are charitable organisations with a social purpose. They are commercialised development companies borrowing on financial markets to raise funds for new housing stock affordable only to those on higher wages. For the working class, the UK housing sector is a broken model. Its rules were written by the landlord class. The laws and regulations are tilted in their favour. What their system gives us is impossible rent and service charge levels, squalid housing, social cleansing, the cladding scandal, discrimination against disabled people and ethnic minorities, the obscenity of perfectly habitable homes lying empty because they were bought not to be used as homes, but to gather interest as investments. Homelessness is on the increase, exacerbated by severe cuts to housing support services. Evictions are once again rising dramatically, with more than 14,000 landlords starting eviction proceedings in the last quarter of 2021. And this figure obviously excludes thousands of tenants bullied out of their homes or who find they have no access to justice. Our councils, the institutions that should protect us and make sure that we have at least the most basic necessities for a civilised living, fare no better than the other two tenures when it comes to evictions for rent arrears. In fact, around 2/3 of all evictions are carried out by housing associations and councils. This time next year, social renters are likely to face further rent hikes of up to 10%. So we're faced with two options. Either we allow ourselves to be driven into poverty as we attempt to satisfy the insatiable greed of the landlord class, or we refuse and resist. SHAC members are fighting back. When appeals to reason fail, we are organising and mobilising. We are campaigning to highlight the housing crisis in the press, organising protests and demos, and coordinating solidarity action with other housing campaign groups. And increasingly, our members are withholding payments of their rent and service charges. On the 1st of April, tenants from 2 PA Housing Association estates began a service charge strike in protest at rising costs, shoddy service and aggression and intimidation by their landlords. I'm proud to say they were joined today by tenants in 3 blocks of flats owned by N&Q Housing Association. And on the 1st of July, strikes will start against Metropolitan Thames Valley Housing. These larger estate-wide strikes build on smaller strikes we've been supporting in 20 different housing associations. Our warning to landlords is simple. Cut the rent and end rip-off service charging, because if you don't, we will. We are proud of the militancy of our members and will continue collectivising our housing struggles in exactly the same way that we collectivise industrial battles in our workplaces. By talking to neighbours, by joining campaign groups or forming new ones, by setting up regular meetings, working out demands democratically and using campaign methods to get them met, by bringing together the strongest and the weakest so that no one is left behind. On May Day, the day that brings trade unionists together from across different regions and workplaces, we have to make housing a trade union issue. We cannot separate the demand for dignity and fair treatment at work from the demand for dignity and fair treatment in our homes and communities. SHAC brings May Day greetings to everyone on this rally, and we hope that you will join us on our mission.